Exactly. So when I say that she is in a bad mood, I am not describing that how does she behave when she is in a bad mood. So what did I do here? I tried to describe her action like she dashed out of the room. It is a very descriptive verb, like she rushed out of the room in anger and banged the door. Now banging the door is a very violent verb, right? You are banging the door on someone's face. This shows that you are not in a good mood because this is not a very polite behavior. Are you able to understand it?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. Now let's look at one more sentence, okay? Yeah? I gave you a very simple sentence. Her aunt looks quite boring. Okay, I just try to describe a person who's very boring, not interesting. Now, what kind of actions can I make this person do to show that this person is boring? But I wouldn't say that this person is boring because it is a very boring way to say it, right? So, what would a boring person do, or rather not do? Tell me. Think about it and tell me. And you are on
A
mute.
boring person will be like
Mm-hmm.
he will they will be sitting and they will not be doing anything.
Very good.
And when if a guest comes and they will not talk to them.
Correct. Yes. So we can describe the body language, right? Like they stare blankly at a wall for good 3 minutes. So she keeps staring at one place or she keeps staring at one spot, right? So that's a very boring body language, right? Or maybe she is just doing some activity, maybe stirring a pot, or maybe probably kneading the dough, or trying to knit something, but she's just doing that consistently without moving her body, without moving her head, without blinking her eyes, right? A boring person would also have a very closed body language, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes I can say, that she keeps sitting with her hand resting on the knees, staring blankly at the wall, doesn't respond to anyone. So this shows this person is boring, uninteresting, maybe lost in one's own world and one's own thoughts, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Are you able to understand this?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to tell you, dear, is that when we try to do the descriptive writing, which basically means that we are trying to help the other person imagine what I'm trying to create, I have to use a lot of interesting words. And how to use those interesting words, just vocabulary isn't enough. How to use it in context, like trying to describe the body language, the facial expressions, each and every minor detail that adds to the mood. Okay, now I'm going to give you a small activity. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
I want to give you a very simple sentence that the room looked lively. Okay, what is the adjective here? The room looked lively. Identify the adjective. Yes, do we have an adjective in this sentence?
It's I don't think so.
There is no adjective at all. Would you like to read it again? The room looked lively. Which word is describing the room, the noun, the quality of the room?
Lively.
Very good. Yes. So lively is the adjective, bache. Okay. Now what would we do? We would try to add some details to show that the room is lively. Okay. We wouldn't just
Yes.
simply say the room is lively. Imagine what a lively room will look like. Try to describe. I'll give you like a minute to just add some words. You can type in the chat box as well. Just drop in some details which will make the room look lively. Lively means happening, filled with energy. Like it doesn't look dull. So how would that room look? Imagine and type it down.